Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we are going to go through the latest update in the world of Monster Strike. It is version 25.4. We don't usually get .4 updates, I feel like, and I think that's evident with the graphic they have here. The graphic guy must have been on PTO or something. It just says update info. Usually they do say 25.3, 25.2 on the plate themselves, but okay. That's fine, no big deal. Let's just get started. When you do gotchas, you will now see the new tag on any monsters that are actually new to your box. I'm actually surprised this hasn't existed before. I think I said that last time on news, but there you go. It is a small update. I would maybe not qualify it as a quality of life update, but some fine print details to this is that, well, it will only apply to monsters that you don't have any existing evolutions form. So you won't see that tag even if you get the base form, but you already had the Evo form, stuff like that. That won't happen. Um, and if for whatever reason you get that same monster twice in the same 10 pull, which has happened to me, in fact, um, that new tag will only show up on the very first monster. So just a small little detail there. But there you go. A small update for the gacha. For those of you who are in Japan, you can take advantage of this feature. But the mod spot here, well, outside of the US, sorry, outside of Japan, you can only put a my spot. But you should do this every day, by the way. You get some bonuses out of that. But if you are in Japan, you will see areas that gets mon spot areas, where if you go into the the gold halo you see there, you'll be able to pop that spot to get some items, some shards. Really nice way to stock up on shards. Not much anything else. But if you get multiple in range, you will be able to pop those at the same time. However, there is a bug with mon spots at the moment. It looks like it was iOS only, but I'll go into details at the end of the slides here. So again, small update, and especially if you are out of Japan, completely insignificant at all. Another push notification will be available. You can go to the question mark down here, scroll down to the option menu, which is right under that orange bar. If you go to the third tab here, you will now see a new option. Where was it? Here. You have to scroll down to the very bottom and it'll be the second item in that menu. And this will give you a push notification when the Gacha Lidora card is about to expire. This will be sent to you via push notification 3 days before it expires at noon Japan time. So it should be Japan time. As you can see, the default setting is on. I did not change this at all. So if you do not want that notification anymore, please feel free to turn that off. But if you're fine with that or you don't really care, it'll be done for you already. So you don't need to do anything. Also note that if you have already collected your monster by the time, before 3 days before it expires, well, you've already collected it, you won't get a notification. So hopefully the game's smart enough to do that. You can also access that information by clicking into the UI for the Gacha Lidora card. It will again automatically have it selected for you to say that I do want that push notification 3 days before the Gacha Lidora card expires. I'll be doing a video for this very soon, so stay tuned for that. As you can see, that notification will show up when the exclamation mark is there, reminding you that you have less than a week left before it disappears. For those of you who like playing via the library, this is probably a good update for you. You will now be able to see co-op quests completely separated out into their own section, which is very nice. I know it was quite annoying to go through some of these quests and see, this is co-op only. I have to find somebody who's actually willing to waste time and give me their monsters so that I can just clear these darn stages, which you can't clear except for co-op. Apparently Taiwan got rid of them, but it's still here in Japan. And well, now that they've added this feature, it's probably not going away. You can also filter for multi, co-op only quests as well, if that tickles your fantasy. It is 59 orbs, so it's not something to ignore, but again, still quite annoying that they exist. For those of you who like using the help support, again, you're probably not using this if you're watching my video because it is completely in Japanese. But if you click the help and support button up here, you'll see that this new menu item stage is available, and it will show you a bunch of different stage related information that might help you out. The first menu button that I've clicked into are gimmicks, and they did say that they have added power up panels and the cannon base gimmick. I'm not even sure I can find it. Power switch, probably, yeah, the power up switch is here, and cannon base. Oh, here you go, cannon base. Yeah. So I guess these weren't there before, now they are, so great. Status effects, what does paralyzing do, what does berserk mode do? Again, if you don't know the Japanese names, this is not going to be very helpful for you, but maybe, once I get some free time, I'll actually go through translating all this and having some information that way. But gimmicks like the heart, what does the defense shield do, what does wing do? Oh god, we haven't seen that wing in forever. This is new. You'll be able to see special enemies, like what do these homing absorbers do, what do these oh my god, scorpions do, what does the hayarin do. So just a visualization of the monsters that are unique to the game, and pretty important to keep in mind. And last but not least are stage gimmicks. So what do these markers mean, right? The colored rings, I hate, the power baton, the ice stages, which will slow you down if you don't pick up potions, individual HPs, and oh my god, that is a lot of text that they've crunched into a button. Ugh. But anyways, for those of you who read Japanese, you can enjoy this, and maybe, just maybe, in one blue moon day, there'll be some translations. Okay, we've got just a whole bunch of miscellaneous updates here, so let's go through this really quickly. If you go to the historical battlegrounds, that is over here on the right, if you have managed to clear all 3 levels for a particular boss, you will see clear on there. As you can see, I have not done that on any boss here. I think I've got a few, level 1s here and there, but that's about it. As you can see, they still say new, so I haven't even tried anything else. But if you have cleared it all, it'll just be more obvious that you have cleared a particular boss, which is great. Quest. If you recall, you can hit this Ichiran button to organize all of the event quests in whatever order you want. If you ever close the app, it would forget that you have decided that you want to open the event menu in this mode. Okay? You should be able to go back here and it goes there. Now, when you end the app and come back to it, it will remember that you had this open and keep this setting for you, which is great because this is nice. This is what you want to see. And if you don't want to see it, you click the X and you go back to your original way. And the downside of what exists right now is the fact that you do have to click so many extra times to get to where you want to. This reduces a click or two, which is really nice. Requirements. Up until now, if you wanted to play any Bakuzetsu Colossal quest, you had to have 5 or more max lux in your box. That requirement has now been removed. Anybody can start playing Bakuzetsu quests immediately. Now, if you want to play Gozetsu quests, the requirement there was to have 10 or more max lux monsters in your box. That requirement has been reduced to you having just cleared any 3 Colossal Bakuzetsu quests. So they have reduced the bar for you to start playing in the game. That probably is an indication of, power creep in general. You, as somebody just starting in the game with, maybe the OP monsters, you have enough to get by some of these stages, and you won't enter that situation where, oh my god, why can I not clear this quest? I hate this game, garbage, and you throw it away. You'll be able to take it on pretty easy, right? The bar of being, locked out of content because of your max slot counts is probably more frustrating at this point, which is okay. Next, so, new players rejoice. In the library, origami should now be available, and that quest has been updated such that you will be getting a direct drop on clear, and if you play that quest via co-op, the chance to drop 2 or more will increase. So that's nice for origami. Maybe it's actually going to be worth farming for that, even though no, I take that back. She's a garbage monster, to today's standards. She was nice. Was she even nice back in the day? I don't know. Anyway, let's keep going. Some in-game naming has been adjusted. If the strike shot ever referred to Nakama, it has been replaced by Mikata for consistency, which is used, just in general, I think, more than Nakama. So, for example, if the strike shot said Nakama tachi o hiite teki e ochikomu, it will now say Mikata o hiite hikite teki e uchikomu. So, again, purely Japanese update. For those of you who can't read it, don't worry about it. The official name for reduced speed down rate, which is gensoku ritsu kanwa, right, will now be referred to as bubbly mode. Now, of course, bubbly mode will be more obvious for you because you can see the icon of bubbles on the monsters. That's what happens when you get that strike shot effect. Now we'll just make it all consistent. I will do the same. We will be referring that to bubbly mode. Now again, for those of you who are just starting, you might not understand what bubbly mode is versus reduced speed down rate, which is obvious, but we're doing it for consistency's sake. In addition, the strike shot perk of touching friendly units to turn it into speed up mode will now be known as accelerator mode. And this is a little bit more obvious. The icon where your friendly units have a boot on them after you use a strike shot, that will be now known as accelerator mode. Not bad. And just some small updates here. When you are setting the state of your monster, I'll do this later. When you are setting your monsters to auto fuse for luck, here. Oops. I guess that was a bad. There you go. Here we go. There you go. When you're setting your monsters to auto fuse, you would normally get a warning about, what could happen if you aren't thinking about it properly. What happens when you auto fuse monsters for luck? We would get this notification every time we set that setting for a monster. That will now no longer pop up by default. You can instead look at it by that question mark icon there on the top right. But for those of you who get it now or just couldn't even read it in the first place, it will now no longer show up, saving us, again, a few clicks to do normal in-game behavior, which is fine. And like I referred to in one of the earlier slides, there are some known bugs right now. For iOS devices, you may have some issues with MonSpot not updating your GPS properly when a MonSpot is activated to collect items. The current workaround fix is to just re-enter the MonSpot screen, right? Just exit, go back in, or try to reset an antenna. That seems to kick the GPS display. I assume it's a display bug to fix that. I'm on Android and I'm also in the US, so I can't exhibit that, but apparently the news screen shows that. And this one's actually, I'm not sure if you're gonna notice, but when you are trying to expand your box, the UI is incorrect. As you can see, I am currently at 2796. Now, if you try to expand via commercials, you'll see that it properly shows you that when I am finished watching this, I'll be at 27.97. However, if you try to expand your box size by orbs, you'll see that it says that my box size will be 2561, which is incorrect. This is a display bug. Don't worry, you're not losing any space, but it seems that whatever math they do behind the scenes has ignored any free box spaces that you have earned through the game. So I guess if you're curious, you can do some math right now, and that's telling me that I have earned 235 free 235. Yeah, 235 free box spaces in the game, which is cool. But for whatever reason, the bug has broken the math there, so the display number for your new box size will be incorrect. So please be aware of that and don't be caught off guard if you pay attention to it. I wouldn't have noticed, I think, if the news did not say it. Both of these bugs are planned to be fixed in an upcoming minor update 25.4.1. Expect that to come out in a few days once it goes through the ever fun approval process from the respective app stores. Anyways, we love to do this on this news thing. We get a 50% gotcha. I'm at 30 out of 50, so I'm not going to be afraid to do this. Again, this is a single pull. You will have until the 28th of April, 3:59 Japan time, to do this. It is a single pull that does indeed cost 5 orbs. In exchange, this is a literal coin flip on whether you get a 5/6 monster. It only includes general pool monsters, and looks like it's a bust from. I feel like I've actually gotten a hit quite often, quite recently for this, so this is unfortunate. But any general pool monster that has been added to the game since April 2nd, 2023 is part of this. Get my alt count, and we'll just do it on screen here. And yeah, I mean 50-50 is always fun. Oh, okay, so it's a double bust for my accounts. That's actually rare, I feel like. I should double check. Anyways, you don't have to do this. It is, again, general pool monsters only. It is a coin flip though, but you only have a few days to do this before it goes away. And of course, don't forget that you can actually technically do this gacha for free. Well, no, it's not for free. You will get the orbs needed to do this, because as part of every update, you get this update quest, which when you clear it, will get you 5 orbs. If you don't want to pull it, then hey, make sure you just complete this quest. Bank those orbs for that collab that will almost certainly be coming at the end of this week. And of course, you have until 28th of April to finish that. And I think that is it. Yes, it is. So that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about any of the updates, let me know in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. But I think that's it for me tonight. So if you like what you saw, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe below. ENGMonst on Twitter for the latest news. We have news on Saturday this week, and almost certainly 99.9999999% we will get a collab announced there. So whatever collab is coming out, make sure you follow ENGMonst to get that news. And of course, the Discord channel will be active, I'm sure, with people excited on what's coming up next. So that's it for me tonight. Thanks for watching. Until next time.